welcome to another session of how to use the Dicadata website. This is a continuation of the My Cart session, and so what we're going to do here is go through and basically complete this cart and turn it into an order. Now it's pretty simple. If you've watched the original session of adding products to the cart, you'll see this is where we're up to. We've added the product, we're ready to order, and this is the screen that you'll be seeing right now. All we have to do is go down to the checkout option. So let's go and click on checkout. Double click. Here we go. And you'll see the next 4 pages. So what it is it's just working through the process of getting you to complete the rest of this information. There is a 5th step as well if you're buying licenses online. So I'll talk about it. It's not in this session, but I'll talk about it and talk you through those steps. So in this case, this is just a physical product, and so all we're going to do is put in the shipping address for this product. So you have the option here to manually enter an address in this field. If you have used the address book functionality and put in all the addresses for your organization, you can click on this select drop down box and pick the address for whatever office it may be, or what address that you normally ship product to. You can also go and shortcut to your address book and be able to add one there manually, or you can select collect this order. In this case, we're going to have it ship, so you can see the details, and we're going to ship it to 23 George Street, Auckland. So we're going to click on that. Now, as you can see, it's filled in all this information, and what we've done is we have the attention and reference field. So this is where you would put your order number or your reference number and the attention to person. So in this case, we're going to use John Smith from earlier, and we're going to use a reference of 123. You can see there's all this address information. Please note though that there's a state field, and this is relatively important. Most people probably won't know this, but there are over 12 regions or states in New Zealand. As you can see, there's quite a few options, and we'll post a list of all those options up for you. So you'll have, I suppose, the usual suspects like Auckland, Northland, Waikato, Wellington, Manawatu, Canterbury, Otago, Southland, and there's probably a few others that I haven't mentioned, but they are there, and you will need to use those state codes. So as we go through, if you've added a new address, you can add that to your address book there. Also, you have this option here to part ship this order. So in cases where we have some product in stock and some is on its way, and you want it, the stock that is in stock, you can click the yes button, and you can specify the date that you want it to ship to you. Now, we've gone and completed this. We're happy, and let's click next. Okay, so it's now taking us to the next part. As you can see, a little tick has appeared on the shipping address, so it's all happy with us. And now we have freight and shipping method. So at the moment, anything ordered on our Dicadata website is freight free. So anything you pick or you're ordering and you order through the website, it's free. If you were going to use this in the future, we would also have the price available for you for multiple shipping options. In some cases there'll be a sub 60 or a pace courier cost in here, and you can select the one that works for you best. So yeah, there would be what you would see in these fields here. Now the next option is shipping instructions. So I mean, self-explanatory. If you want it delivered to the warehouse or the reception or wherever, level 5 may it be, you can put all that information in here. So when our courier tickets print out, that will be on there for the courier driver to see. We don't need to say anything more, so we'll just pass on through. As you can see, another tick box for freight and shipping has been done. Now our next option is payment. So in this case, you have your option to put your purchase order and reference number in, and you now have to choose your payment type. There's also a third option in here, so you have credit card, you have direct debit, and then you also have on account. So if you're a credit account customer with Dicker Data, there'd be another option here, so you would select your credit account to transact this order. In the case of a credit card or a on account order, these will go through the system automatically. No one in our organization will touch them if they're in stock. So if they're in stock, it will just go through our system and hit our warehouse team ready to process, to pick the order and to ship it. In the case of direct deposit or debit, what would happen is we will wait for the payment and our accounts team will be in contact with you, and then once the payment has been approved, that order will be released to the warehouse team to pick. As you can see, if we go through one of these steps, all that will happen here is when you go through and hit the next field, it will take you through to Payment Express, and you'll put in your credit card details to process that order. If we were to choose direct deposit, you see all the bank account information here, and this will basically be what you'll need along with your order number and to process the payment. And in this case, we'll use the direct deposit so that you guys can see what the next step looks like. So we've done that. We'll put in a order number, we'll call it test, and we'll hit next. So we'll go through the steps, and now we're at the final step, summary and order. Now as you can see, it's giving you a summary of the whole order that we've been processing right now on the website. If you want to review or change any of this information, you have the ability to under the edit fields. Now in the case of a license order, you would have another step, which would be to enter your end user information. So in the case of a Microsoft license or something similar, it might ask you for your end user name, email address, physical address. It might also ask for an authorization number. When an order like that gets processed, what will happen is that will go through our system and then be flagged to our CRT team, and those guys will pick it up and finalize that last step. So they'll still be making sure that when you place your order, that you know that the authorization numbers are still valid, so that when it gets placed on the vendor, that will go through nice and cleanly. If there are any issues, they'll be in touch with you about that. But all we have to do now is we're happy with all this information. I just have to go down the bottom here and hit place order. Once this is complete, you'll see an order confirmation, and here you go. So this order confirmation shows us the order number, gives us our purchase order number, delivery address, product, description and price, and quantity, and the final amount including GST. Now you can print this out or you can continue shopping. It's up to you what the next step is. I recommend you don't need to print it because this order will be available under the My Orders section of our website. So if we go have a quick squiz now, we'll see that order appear there at the moment. As you can see, it says credit hold entered. It's now waiting for payment. So once payment is paid, that order status will change, and the product will be released to the warehouse for picking. Thanks guys for watching, and that is